This is a huge day for crypto investors and investors as a whole. Not only does CPI data come out, but Ethereum Shanghai upgrade comes out today. The Shanghai upgrade goes live in 11 hours. This allows people to unstake their Ethereum, and this is going to bring in more investors, in my opinion, because it's going to make people feel safe to invest. You're not throwing your money away and locking something without really knowing if you can pull it back out. So I don't think that this is going to have a negative impact and a lot of selling pressure, because I think this is going to make big investors feel more comfortable staking their Ethereum. And on the other side is there are caps to how much you can sell per day. And so that should make you feel more comfortable and realize that this isn't just going to be a huge sell-off. So again, a part of the Bitcoin cycle, going on what we talked about yesterday, everything evolves around the halving, right? So Bitcoin cycles, capitulation, this leads into a new phase. You hodl, momentum, wallets and demand. So real quick, leading into the day, I know we have the Shanghai upgrade like we said, but CPI data. Hedge funds are more short than ever. Hedge funds are always max short or long at the worst possible time, or in their opinion, the best time. They were max short in 2011, 2015, 2020. They were also max long in 2018 and 21. Now what happens is, as the market starts to rebound off of these lows, and this is also what we saw with AMC and GameStop, as markets start to rebound, they double down on their shorts, and that's what's going on. They've added to their shorts. They're trying to push the market lower because they don't want to get back out, okay? And now they're the most short in 12 years. So they've doubled down on their shorts, expecting the CPI data to come in hot. And at the same time, SPY is looking a little weak because we've gapped up and now we're in a little slight consolidation. So when I'm looking at market strength, I usually go to the SPY. This is the S&P 500 ETF. So you can see we've had some gap ups and we're sitting right here in our resistance zone. We couldn't quite make it to our previous high in February and we're looking a little weak. You can see the volume has decreased as we went up in price, which is usually a bearish divergence. Today we're going to talk about support and resistance. I've deleted some of my lines and we can start drawing these together. So when doing support and resistance, we are going to go to prior support and resistance. And the more candles that touch that support or resistance, the stronger it is. And so you can see here, you have multiple touches. You have wicks closing at or around. And you have to remember each broker is slightly different. So I like to do zones instead of a hard line, because there are different prices. And so we're getting close here. So you have some candles that actually closed on this bottom line, and you have some wicks that are actually touching it. You have 4 or 5 touches on this bottom line, and that's at 30,600. Now, if you scroll back over, we almost touched that bottom line. And so the premise behind support and resistance lines is that that's prior resistance from a previous consolidation, and it's going to take a lot of buyers to actually push through that prior resistance, because as you can see here, as volume faded, this is what led us into our teens, our 17,000, 16,000, okay? So it could not break this resistance zone, and it headed lower. And so what we'll see is there's a lot of sellers in this area. And so people, and you have to think, people bought in at 15, 16,000. People bought into this dip at 19,000. We had tons of volume right here. Now people are going to start taking profits as we get into the 30,000 range. So buyers come in here, sellers are coming in here. Your resistance is sellers. And so what you have to think of is, as you get closer to these main resistance, huge major resistance zones, you're going to have people taking profits. And that's why we start to lose volume. Buyers are watching and sellers are coming in taking profits. Now, as we start to bounce off these lows, learn as much as you can. Subscribe to my channel, like my videos. We're going to talk about support and resistance. We're going to talk about channels. We're going to talk about different strategies and just dollar cost averaging in. Let's get out of debt. Let's be our own CEOs, grow our portfolios, make as much money as we can. Thank you.